beloveds. On today's Think About It Tuesday, I wanted to ask you, did you know that not only is June Pride Month, Men's Health Month, and Juneteenth, it's Rebuild Your Life Month? Did you know? What does that mean? This is a time of liberation and joy, and that's exactly what Juneteenth is all about. And so I want to share with you 3 ways that you can feel and get that sense of liberation and joy right now, and how you can rebuild your life in June. So, number 1, wellness states. What's a wellness state? These are appointments that you make for yourself, with yourself, that you will not break. This isn't a manicure, pedicure, or massage. This is an opportunity where you totally allow yourself to tune in and turn on. What do you want to do? Do you want to read your books? Do you want to color? Do you want to write for an hour? That's what a wellness state is. And that's why we created wellness states. And so many times we think of these things as frivolous, but we'll spend so much time with Netflix and chill, but we won't do the things that we really want to do, like get into our coloring books or read the book stacks that we have all over the house, or even spend 15, 20 minutes writing and journaling. And so it's important that we make time for these things, because if we don't, we won't do it. If it's not on our calendar, we won't do it. And that's number 2, leisure time. What happened to leisure time? I remember back in the day, people even wore leisure suits. That's what they wore on the weekends when they had time off. Now we don't have time off on the weekends, and so we've got to create our own schedule. And many of us are at-home entrepreneurs, and so we're doing this stuff on the fly. And so we've got to make sure that we build in time for leisure. And leisure is more than just Netflix and chill. And I don't want to keep going back to that, but leisure time is taking a tech break. It is, allowing yourself to do some of the things that you say, a cooking class, a photography class, learning how to roller skate, all these different things. And number 3, boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. We need energetic boundaries, we need time boundaries, and we need attention boundaries. Why? Because summer is different. And with that, we also need a budget, right? And I'm not just talking about financial budget. We need a budget of our time and of our energy and what we want to do. So make sure you look at your calendar different than you do in the winter, or even in the spring or in the fall, because summer is different. And because energy is everything, we've got to allow ourselves to expect that things are going to change. And so you've got to decide how you're going to show up, and this is why the wellness dates are so important, because there's 3 things that are non-renewable, and there's one thing that we all want. So money is a thing that is completely renewable. The thing is, we have been conditioned to believe that it's not. But the things that are non-renewable, like our time and our energy and our attention, that's non-renewable. We won't get it back. And this is why making wellness states, taking a tech break, and creating leisure time in our lives, as well as allowing ourselves the opportunity to create boundaries, not just about, our time, but our energy and our attention. And this is why I also created self-indulgence, because this gives you the opportunity. I've got a date with myself and myself. And so this leads us to heightened intuition, because remember, beloveds, as we do go into the time of Juneteenth, it was once illegal for Black and brown people to know how to read and to write, because knowledge is power, and it's time that you harness yours. And so take these 3 tips so you now know how you can create more time and get more out of this rebuild your